Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on really quickly to talk about an important subject, which is what brings you joy. And I'm here in nature, in the woods with the beautiful flowers, because that's one of the things that brings me great joy. Being in my pasture, being with animals, and creating beauty. That's the major thing for me that brings me joy, is creating beauty. I spent most of my life believing that the design for humans and for everything worked against us, and that surviving was difficult, complicated, competitive, and you survived at the expense of others. And it's one of the most important things I have learned is that the actual design for life is completely the opposite of that. It's working with you instead of against you. We are here to flow the maximum amount of energy. Life is movement. It is flowing energy. That's what life is for. And so the design is to get you to flow the maximum amount of energy. So the things that bring you joy are really important to notice and pay attention to, because that's where the areas where you're able to flow the most energy, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So start noticing when you feel light, when you feel weightless, when you feel, hi Elizabeth, nice to see you, when you feel just right, like you're in the right place doing the right thing, because these are the things that you're supposed to be doing. Your design is to flow the maximum energy. And I think we spend so much of our lives denying that part of us because it seems like that's the extra stuff in life. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. It's kind of cool, but it's not what life is about. And really that is what life is about. Life is about the flow of energy. Life is about movement. When that ceases, that's equilibrium, that's death. So you're supposed to move as much energy as possible, and the places where you're doing that is the places where you have joy. This notion, hello Marie, this notion of the difficulty of life and the complicatedness of life is the survival of the fittest, which I think is really a misinterpretation of how nature works. And I think that has really worked to our detriment as human beings and caused us to live much more difficult lives than are really necessary. And nature is really designed to connect, to align, to combine. Yes, animals eat other animals and eat vegetation. Yes, there is survival, but the vast majority of stuff that's happening in nature is really aligning and connecting. And creating that balance between what Adrienne Bijan likes to call the engines and the brakes in energy, in life. So stepping into those things that bring you joy is going to be stepping into the design. It's going to be working with nature instead of against nature. In nature, the flower needs to be the flower, and the bee needs to be the bee. And the bird needs to be the bird for the whole energetic system to work. And that's exactly the same for us. We need to be who we are, fully flowered in our full self, in all that we are able to be, in order for us to be a part of the energetic system. And for the whole system to work, we all need to be fully who we are. We need to be our own flower. We need to be our own, the butterfly that we are, to partake in that system fully and not take away from it. So you're supposed to be exactly who it is that you want to be. What you're wanting is what you're supposed to be. That's the tree in full form. The butterfly completely emerged. That's what we're supposed to be. So that's all I wanted to say for today, just very quick, but I wanted to put you in that beautiful place of noticing what you're supposed to be and stepping closer and closer towards it. Have a beautiful day.